Alright, boys and girls. I just saw a Marcel Kiefer video on the F1 Esports series, or sim racing series, whatever they're calling it now. And my first thought was, they're already on round 3 of the F1 sim racing series? How do I not know this? Somebody who had religiously watched the sim racing series for like 4 or 5 years post-COVID lockdown. Sure, I didn't pay attention much last year, but I pay attention to the F1 news, and I don't know who's handling the sim racing. Is it FOM or is it EA? But whoever is kind of doing a pretty terrible job at it. They're having the sim racing series for F1 25 during the 2026 F1 season, after the 2026 F1 season has already started. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. The reason why sim racing for F1 got big in the first place was because during the COVID lockdowns, there was literally nothing to watch. No sports, no races, or anything like that. So a lot of the hardcore fans, and even some more less hardcore fans, started watching sim racing just to kind of get it into their system. So to hold the F1 25 sim racing series while the 2026 season is going on doesn't really make a lot of sense. They pushed it later and later. They used to have the sim racing series happen towards the end of the actual F1 season, and then it was like directly after the end of the F1 season, and then the last couple years they've been pushing it later and later, and this year they started it like the last week of March. It doesn't really make sense to me. I think what they should do is hold it in like January or something like that. That way the F1 season is over. Some people looking for a Formula 1 fix might be like, hey, yeah, maybe I'll check out this sim racing thing. It's towards the end of your life cycle for the current game. Not really the end, but towards the end. You know, the game's been out for like 6 or 7 months already. You might be able to get a couple of people who are like, yeah, I'll buy the game for $10, you know. I'll check it out for $10. And not only that, it'll build hype for the next release. I know for F1 26, it's not a full release. It's a DLC. But to hold it while the F1 2026 season is already going on for a game that released in 2025 doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think.